Alrighty guys, good evening. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesdays. Hi. Happy fucking start of your week. Oh, Monday happened, yeah. Had stuff going on yesterday, guys. The usual. Stuff in life and things, and then when I do with stuff in life and things, it gets too late, and then all of a sudden I don't have time to stream. So, yeah. As it goes. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful evening, though. Yep. Tonight, guys, we're going back to Overwatch 2. Continuing the grind. I don't know if we're going to do placements tonight. I promised placements on Monday. But not really feeling it, but we definitely need to do placements so we can get into comp. But we need to practice first, so I don't actually, because I haven't played Overwatch 2 in probably 2 weeks. Well, I played a couple times in the morning for like an hour. A couple mornings for an hour. There we go. First, we're going to take a look at Reddit, see what's going on there. Reddit's and tubes, see what's going on there, and then go from there, guys. Good. Wonderful. Hope you guys are having a good evening, though. Alrighty. What's going on in the tubes today, guys? Flash, a hot mess. Critical drinker? Do you love a good critical drinker? There's my channel, guys. I heard Flash was pretty bad. The CG particularly bad in the new Flash movie. That being said, I am definitely over Flash movies. Or not Flash, DC and MCU movies. It's just, they've just like milked that into the ground, and then Marvel's idea of making things better was just instilling more political agenda into their TV series, or their movies and TV series. And basically just stripping out anything that actually made the series good, or the movies good, depending on what you're looking at. And then they didn't even bother writing good characters, they just don't care. As it goes, that started happening right about when the last Avengers movie came out. The last Avengers movie was the start of it. But even then, like with fucking Captain Marvel showing up and just deciding she wasn't going to help out at all until the end, and then just trying to steal the spotlight from all the other heroes he spent an inordinate amount of time trying to, getting attached to. Just they absolutely robbed the series, or robbed the movie. Still was enjoyable, but it definitely could have been better. Second toe reveals your personality. Yeah? My second toe is actually longer than my big toe. Not that long, though. It's like the same size as my big toe. Yeah, it's about the same size. I don't believe it. Some of his videos are pretty good. He does insightful videos on supplements and mineral vitamins in general, if you're interested in that. There's a lot of stuff you probably should take. It's always, just eat a balanced diet, guys. Just make sure everyone eats a balanced diet, and then you will have all the minerals and nutrients you need to become the best human possible. And then, oh wait, you're supposed to have like half your body weight in, obviously in milligrams or grams of whey in a day, protein, basically. Yeah, good luck with that. So 25 grams of protein is a chicken breast. And I'm supposed to have like 100 grams of protein in a day. And that's not being like super active either. Like if you look at any of the protein calculators online, like even if you're living what is it? Not celibacy. Celibacy is when you don't have sex. Like you don't move at all. A very, very low exercise, low movement lifestyle. And then you're like, oh, okay, I guess, I won't need protein at all. And that's not true at all. It's actually like If you don't like move at all, it's like 25% of your weight instead of like, well, not even, it's still around 50. It's like 40% of your body weight. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. And then it goes up with your age too. I didn't look at this until earlier this year, and you don't actually realize how little protein you get compared to what you're supposed to need. Not bodybuilding either. It's just normal everyday protein intake. Sedentary. There it is. Sedentary lifestyle. So if we do sedentary, and I weigh about 280, then I'm 6'5", and 39. 102 to 127 grams of protein in a day. A chicken breast is 25 grams of protein. 67 to 236, CDC, ADA. And then WHO is 105. Safe, lower... Hey, I have in no way, shape, or form have eaten anywhere close to that amount of protein. I didn't even like have whey up until maybe 2 years ago. Then anyway, and whey, by the way, is like cheating at protein, if you guys are curious about that, which is why bodybuilders use it. It's easy and cheap. It's because it's from yogurt. It's like the fat they skim off the top of yogurt. It's actually really good for you. Yeah. And in no way, shape, or sedentary. Basically, don't move at all. And I'm more of like light exercise, too. This just goes up even more. And that's 4 chicken breasts. I probably have maybe, without whey, I probably have maybe 40 to 50 grams of protein in a day. Yeah. And somehow, I still turn out to be 6'5". That's absolutely incredible. It just makes you wonder where you'd be if you were a kid and getting the right amount of protein. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. This is, like, stuff like this, is obviously becoming more and more commonplace where they're actually starting to figure stuff out. But for years, you didn't even have any idea this is, like, how much protein you're supposed to have. You're like, oh, maybe I'll just have a chicken breast with lunch and, maybe one with dinner or something like that, or like a sandwich or something like that. And even if you had, like, hamburgers, you wouldn't be able to get the protein, putting aside all the fat you'd get in it, too. You wouldn't be able to get the protein you actually need. And because you'd need to eat a shitload of them, and that would obviously be fucking terrible for you. But just, like, look at this. Light exercise. We do sedentary, and even then, it's like 167, 105 on the low end. And that is insane. Absolutely insane. So you're like, oh, maybe I'll be doing fine. And it's not true at all. It's actually, even with sedentary lifestyle, like obviously I'm a big guy, but I wasn't getting anywhere the sort of protein that I was supposed to be getting. And even if like we turn it down to like, let's say a more ideal weight, like 260, something like that, like 20 pounds off, 65, 94. And right now I'm probably getting about maybe 75 in a day. Yeah, maybe 80 grams of protein in a day. So I'm still shooting under the calculator, which is insane. And that's with 2 whey shakes in day, 1 in the morning and 1 at night with meals. Absolutely insane. Protein is like a completely different world, and it has nothing to do with being a bodybuilder either. Yeah, got me. I didn't know that was supposed to be me, but apparently it is, so. Yeah, I don't know. Just something really kind of cool. I showed this to my brothers, and their minds were blown. Like, they had no idea. You don't realize how little protein, and that's like, so an egg has like 4 grams of protein in there. 6? How much protein does an egg have? 6 grams. And that's if you eat the whole thing. And by the way, eggs are actually really good for you. There's a lot of conflicting research on them about good cholesterol and bad cholesterol, but as it turns out, they're actually just really good for you. They have a lot of stuff that you actually need in them, probably because we ate a bunch of them as we were, evolving as humans, because chickens, they're like Pez dispensers for protein. Fucking hilarious. As we're growing up, guys, chickens were just Pez dispensers. You just go out to the chicken farm and all of a sudden there's 3 eggs there. Wow. Look at that. You got like 18 grams of protein while you're living in the medieval age. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, like easy protein. They're actually really good for you. And the cholesterol that's in them apparently is good cholesterol, not bad cholesterol. And there's definitely different types of cholesterol, and whether or not it's good for you or bad for you, there's all sorts of conflicting research. But anyways, if you had wanted to get like 80 grams of protein, that'd be like a dozen eggs. You eat a fucking dozen eggs in a day. That's what, 90 grams of protein right there if you eat a dozen of eggs. No, it's not. It's 72. 72 grams of protein. Yeah, it'd be 15 eggs if you had 90. Yeah, like it doesn't even compute. You don't even realize how hard it is to actually get the protein that you're supposed to get in a day without cheating with something like whey. It is incredibly difficult. Prices drop, yep. They aren't flopping so much as they're just overpriced to begin with, and I guess the fact that the cryptocurrency boom is for GPU mining is basically over has a lot to do with that. Let's take a look at a Critical Drinker here. I do like Critical Drinker's take on stuff I discussed well before he did, but he puts it in a much more succinct form.
Fate truly is a cruel mistress, dear viewer. No matter how much knowledge you have of what's coming, no matter how hard you try to warn people or change the course of events, certain things are simply inevitable. Like The Flash being a steaming pile of garbage that nobody wants to watch. I mean, to be fair, you didn't exactly have to be Mystic Meg to make that particular prediction. It was a film that had almost everything going against it. A lame duck movie from a dead cinematic universe at a time when the superhero genre is in decline anyway, relying on the played out trope of the multiverse to shoehorn in a bunch of meaningless cameos that do nothing but remind us of better days long gone.
Fuck
and
the
based around
multiverse.
an unpopular character played by an actor with, personal issues.
Hi, this is Ezra Miller, the Mad Goose Wizard.
What the fuck is that?
Nice one, Ezra. Never change. It all added up to a film with all the prospects of Peter Dinklage in the NBA, but here we are, 6 directors, $250 million, and God knows how many rewrites and reshoots later.
How the fuck do people come by so much money and then just squander it? How the fuck is that even possible, guys?
Unfocused, visually disgusting mess. The Flash is basically 2 hours of creative diarrhea, a messy combination of good ideas, baffling cameos, and deep references that casual fans won't even get.
As I call a
and
schizophrenic
absolute
mess.
Dogshit CGI splattered all across the screen. Anyway, grab your spandex running suit and let's do our best to make sense of this. So the movie opens with nobody's favourite superhero, Barry Allen, who's on his way to court for his father's final appeal against his life sentence for the murder of his wife. Unfortunately, Barry gets held up by an emergency where he has to save a bunch of fallen babies by throwing them into microwaves. And if that sounds like I've been on the toilet duck again, then yes, I have. But it's also a thing that actually happens in this movie, and yes, it is as dumb as it sounds. It's also a convenient excuse to shoehorn in a couple of cameos from Batman and Wonder Woman, and don't worry, if you like meaningless cameos that go nowhere, there's going to be plenty more on the way. Believe that. Anyway, Barry goes back to his childhood home to reminisce and then gets sad and ends up running so fast that he travels back in time. I mean, we've all done it, right? And this gives Barry a bit of an idea.
Good.
What if he went back in time to the day of his mother's murder and changed things so that she never got killed? Bruce doesn't think this is a very good idea to go messing with the timeline because of
butterfly
every
effect.
single time travel movie ever, but Barry's like, nah, it'll be fine. So back he goes and saves his mum. Job done, mission complete. Except it isn't, because now he finds himself in 2013, right before the events of Man of Steel, where he runs into a younger version himself that doesn't have his powers yet. And this is where you need to strap yourself in, dear viewer, because if you thought that one Ezra Miller on screen was more abrasive than Aquafina trying to rap...
Remember my song in the swamp when I was like, whap, take no whap,
Yeah,
whap.
please no DMCA.
Well, all I can say is that the rest of the movie's gonna be a bit of a slog for you. Anyway, they're interrupted by the arrival of General Zod, who's on Earth looking for Superman. So the two Barrys decide they have to bring together the Justice League to fight him. The only problem is that they don't actually exist here. Cyborg is still just a college football player, Aquaman was apparently never born, and Wonder Woman is, on vacation or something? I don't fucking know because the script doesn't seem to know either. The only option left is Bruce. So they go to Wayne Manor to find him, except he's not the Bruce Wayne that they remember. And take note of this segment because it's one of the few parts of the movie that's actually pretty good. Anyway, so this is the Bruce Wayne from Batman 1989, who's since retired after basically solving all the crime in Gotham City. Nice one, Bruce. Anyway, the Barrys are able to persuade him to come out of retirement on the grounds that the entire world is about to end. And together they journey to Siberia where they recover Superman from the sealed prison that he's being held in. Except it's not Superman, it's Supergirl in this reality. Why? Don't know. So they take Supergirl out to the desert where General Zod's been fighting
I guess
the world's
because they
military
wanted
for
to
what
make
seems
Superman
like weeks
a
now.
woman.
Doesn't seem like a very efficient use of your time, Zod, but whatever. But oh no, she gets killed by him, and so does Bruce. So the Barrys travel back to try and fix it, but no matter what they do, General Zod just keeps on winning. And then the younger Barry starts to go a bit nuts from all...
It's almost like they're going to have to let his mom die to make the real timeline happen. The best timeline.
the time travel and turns into an evil old version of Flash before ultimately sacrificing himself to wipe out his own timeline. And other Barry finally comes to the realization that the only way to put things right is to undo his choice to save his mum from the start of the movie.
Here every day.
So he does, and everything goes back to normal, more or less, and his dad wins the court case and they all live happily ever after, except for the horrifying realization that George Clooney is now Bruce Wayne again.
Never leave the cave without him.
You know, I've used the term Frankenstein's monster quite a bit to describe movies over the
I
past
prefer
few
just calling it
years, but
Frankenstein.
honestly, it's tough to
Frankenstein monster. The only reason that people call it Frankenstein's monster is because they've been corrected by pundits or what was it called? People that are overly obsessed with correcting people so much that they just start calling Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein's monster does not roll off the tongue as well as Frankenstein. Frankenstein, people know what you're talking about, which is Frankenstein's monster. You aren't talking about the scientist, which is Frankenstein. You're talking about the monster when you mention a Frankenstein. Frankenstein itself, I believe, is a noun. Or it's like an action word, a verb almost.
to think of a more accurate metaphor for what the Flash is. It seems to have been assembled from the chunks of like a dozen other aborted scripts and half-baked ideas, awkwardly stitched together into something that vaguely resembles a story, and jolted into life in the hopes that it'll shamble around long enough to make back its massive budget. And if the opening box office is anything to go by, well, it won't. The first half is probably the more focused and coherent, but ironically it's the least enjoyable, mainly because it's centered entirely around Barry. Both of him. And that's a problem because the worst aspect of the Flash movie is the Flash himself. Specifically, Ezra Miller's take on the Flash. Basically, he's just as hyperactive, verbose, and gratingly irritating as he was in Justice League.
I mean, it would make sense to have like a super hyper ADD kid to be the Flash, but
Always trying too hard to be funny, trying too hard to be likable, trying too hard to act, and having two of them play off each other just multiplies the problem exponentially. You can tell there's been a real concerted effort to rehabilitate Miller's public image in the weeks leading up to this film, with so many drooling articles all saying basically the same thing that you'd swear they'd been given talking points specifically by the studio. Ezra Miller has never gone Ezra Miller the way they do in The Flash. With sculpted dark eyebrows and insinuating lips, the actor is a mesmerizing camera subject, like the young Jimmy Fallon crossed with the young Bob Dylan. Jesus Christ, calm down a bit, mate. This is the journalistic equivalent of blowing him right in front of the entire world. But none of that can change what's actually up there on screen, and if your main character is the least likable part of your movie, well, you know you've got problems. As far as the other characters go, I can't say a whole lot about Supergirl because she's less of a character than a key item that has to be recovered to move the plot forwards. You never get a whole lot of insight into who she is because she arrives late.
Supergirl's just a
and doesn't
MacGuffin?
get enough time to make an impression, and it's kind of a shame because the actress does a decent job and I wouldn't have minded seeing more of her, but she gets kind of lost in the chaotic, overstuffed mess that is the film's second hour. General Zod is a fucking weird choice of antagonist for a Flash movie, a character from a movie 10 years ago that has absolutely zero history or connection to Barry. It'd be like bringing back the Red Skull and having him fight Doctor Strange. I mean, in the hands of smarter writers, this probably could have been a chance to see a different side of him, explore aspects of his personality that we never got to see in Man of Steel, but instead he's basically just a cardboard cutout, saying and doing the same shit he did before, with no emotional impact because he doesn't even know or care who Barry is. And I think I speak for everyone when I say that we're fucking done with multiverses. It was an intriguing little idea like 4 or 5 years.
it completely robs you of the idea that someone can die. They can just be replaced with another person that's identical to them from another multiverse that just happens to exist. It's a really, really stupid idea that gets around the idea of people death being permanent without actually being, like, even in fucking Dragon Ball, you had to get the Dragon Balls to wish someone back, right? In multiverse, they just come back. They just exist. There's no permanent happenstance. Like, it's not going to turn into repercussions for actions. Like, there's no permanent repercussions for stuff that happens. It's just there. It's worse than Dragon Ball. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. Like, DBZ has a better death element in it than modern comic book movies. Like, what? And it basically means they can do anything because, like, it's a get out of jail free card. They can just do whatever they want, and then they can just reset it. And it's just like, you know, so one of the cheesiest things you learn in writing is you don't do, oh, it's just a dream, because it's a get out of jail free card, and it's really, really not something you want to do.
years ago, but as we've learned from every other superhero movie that's been made on the subject, it's really just become an excuse to bring back old actors and dead characters and throw them into new situations because funny. But let's be real here, the only reason that anyone was even interested in this film was to see Michael
paw.
Keaton in the Batsuit again. And for me, this was both the best and most disappointing aspect of the movie. On the plus side, Keaton's barely missed a beat in 30 years and slips right back into the role like he's been doing it his whole life. Modern VFX and stunt work allows him to move and fight in ways that he never could have back in the Tim Burton days, and seeing the Batmobile and Wayne Manor faithfully recreated definitely gets the nostalgia going. The problem is, beyond recycling a few well-known lines, the movie doesn't seem to know what to actually do with him.
Nostalgia
His
is a
character's
gimmick.
got no real arc or journey to go on, he doesn't learn or change in any way, and he's not around long
They're
enough
playing
to be
Groundhog's
next
Day, and the
Barry as
person,
paternal
like,
figure.
even in Groundhog's Day, the guy that was actually, you know, the main star, I think it was Mel Gibson. Bill Murray, not Mel Gibson. Bill Murray. Had all these actors have aged so much. I hate when they use the modern photos. Can't compare them at all to the characters in the movie. Bill Murray, yeah, like he could act. He could actually, you know, try to present what's happening around him and grow as a character. With modern actors, especially what the Flash is supposed to be, I kind of doubt
that
that happens.
Going for. Also, this movie basically proves my point that Batman is not compatible with big Marvel-style battles against alien armies and giant sky beams. He's a crime fighter that's supposed to be leaping across rooftops and stalking the dark alleyways of Gotham.
They modern comic book movies try to turn everything into an anime, but a lot of characters in the universe they grew up in was not designed for kind of like a grand-esque battle royale. It's not really their MO, like he's just talking about with Batman. It's not something they can do. Not only that, they don't have firm power lines between characters like shonens do. Shonen being the type of anime that Naruto is, or Dragon Ball is, designed for a younger audience, where it's very clear-cut lines in terms of good versus evil, friendship, family, all traditional values of just being a good person, right? And it's almost, because it's made for a younger audience, made to be processed easier without conflicting ideas or battle wits. But they have generally firm lines, like in One Piece, between characters, although that changes, power levels for how they interact with characters, and is generally determined by how powerful that character is in comparison to them, and they have to do certain things to try and overcome that character, which they almost always do. And then there's risks and rewards associated with that, possibly associated with that. But in comic book movies, they just do whatever the fuck they want, and they don't give a shit, and just spit out whatever they want to. And it really makes you feel as though like just what they're doing is pointless and meaningless.
Not taking on
Because
giant
it's
CGI.
one movie, some characters are doing really good against other characters. Another movie, those same characters aren't doing well. And it depends on who writes it and who draws it. If it's a comic book, for instance, as we say manga.
Desert in broad daylight. It's such a cheap, shitty misuse of such an awesome character, and it pretty much exemplifies DC's biggest problem of pissing away every advantage in a desperate
They're just trying to get
attempt
the anime
copy
folks.
Marvel. People watch your movies precisely because you're not Marvel. Why don't you fucking see that? Oh yeah.
Which is why the Snyderverse is trending. Snyderverse always trends with every new bad DC movie. The Snyderverse, you'll see all the Snyderverse fans creep out and talk about the Snyderverse and how much more awesomer it is than everything else in DC. Everything else created in DC today. Yeah.
Needless to say, the visuals look like absolute donkey shit, which is par for the course with movies these days. Probably because this film was getting rewritten and
We've talked about this before. It's fucking weird how over the course of the last decade, CG has become more and more accessible and cheaper, and yet it is looking worse and worse too at the same time. And it's not necessarily because they aren't getting paid big bucks, because they definitely get paid big bucks, but they still make you look like ass. How the fuck is that even possible?
right up until the final whistle, and the VFX artists had no idea what they were even supposed to be rendering. There's some obnoxiously bad green screen that genuinely looks like it came from a Disney Plus show, and action set pieces that would have been cutting edge in the early 2000s but look weak as fuck today. Seriously, go back and rewatch the first Iron Man, but look weak as fuck today.
Like, if you look at any of the backdrop, it looks like it's out of a 2000s video game here. Like, if you look at the tanks, it's one of the first things I noticed if you look at the Abrams, too.
But look weak as fuck.
Like, look at all the Humvees and the tanks on the ground, you're like, yeah, are we watching, like, G.I. Joe? What the fuck's going on?
Today. Seriously,
not because of the number of them.
Watch the first Iron Man, a movie made 15 years ago with half the budget, and it'll look infinitely better than this. All of these problems
Yep.
smack of a script that's trying to do way too much, cramming too many ideas and characters, too much action, too much visual spectacle, and ends up tripping over its own feet in the process. A film so desperate to impress, saddled with so many expectations and so much studio interference that it's lost sight of what it's even trying to be or do. And all it actually ended up being was the very mess that we all predicted. Fate, like I said, is a cruel mistress. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Go away now.
Yep. Uh-huh. Good. And once again, I'd prefer watching that over actually watching the movie. Like comic book movies, I'm so tired of comic book movies. After Avengers and everything just slid downhill, comic book movies, TV series, they always do a horrible job of it too. Not a fan. It'd be nice if they worked out well, but they don't. Yeah, there's a bunch of drama between Nick Merckx, Dr. Disrespect, and Hassan. And Hassan just creates drama. It's like his entire thing is to be drama. So, not really anything outside the ordinary there. I think the one game we got cache CPU is, once again, for servers, so it doesn't matter. It's not coming to consumers. 5600 X3D rumor, yep. That's probably actually going to be a thing. To get rid of old chiplets. Because it can modify pretty much... X3D is the massive cache on modern AMD processors. It's a piece of memory that they put on the top of actual dies, because there's chiplets. They put it on top of the chiplets, and it basically massively increases the cache on them, and therefore generally reduces your 1% to 0.1%. Everyone's talking about the sub and memeing about it, about how they wouldn't want... Basically, it's like a giant container, and they wouldn't go under the water in that. Take a look at the BBC. It's the go-to. All the news stations are covering it right now. Starfield Outpost Building. Is this from Devblog? I don't think it is. I think this is someone's channel. Checkmark, though. Interested in Starfield. I don't want to look at all the stuff about Starfield, because if you start looking at the all the propaganda and paraphernalia prior to a game coming out, you kind of ruin it, especially if there's some parts you don't like about it. You ruin the experience for yourself, and then when it comes out, it's never usually lives up to your expectations because you set them too high, even if, you know, it's still relatively good. Like, there's a bunch of people that just got turned off on Cyberpunk because it had bugs when it launched. I played Cyberpunk and streamed it on launch, and it wasn't that bad. Like, there's still bugs in it, some of them were funny, but the storylines were phenomenal, the atmosphere was fucking fantastic, it was an absolutely great game, and I really enjoyed playing it, and there's some people that didn't even go back and play like a month or 2 months later. Like, they didn't wait for the patch to come out and then actually rebuy it, they refunded it because, oh my god, let's refund the game, guys, oh my god, let's refund the game on Steam, oh my god, we'll give it to Steam, we'll stick it right to them. And then they robbed themselves of that actually really good experience, because Cyberpunk is a fantastic game. And if you haven't played it now, you should play it now, because it's like 2 years after launch and there's DLCs up for it, which I probably should play and haven't. Because it is just a really good game. It has some really... all the storylines are really good, but a lot of the storylines, the main ones, are very good. Well worth watching. Playing or watching. You'll take a look at the Lost Sub. Not a lot going on here, as to be expected. We haven't watched some Tom Scott either in a while. I don't know. I kind of feel bad, like, taking a look at the Titanic sub, because I think it's just an easy news piece for a lot of people. Take a look at Travel Geek instead. Time is it? Hey, we'll take a look at Jack Franks again. So BattleBit is kind of interesting because it's like all the kids are hot and bothered by it because it's basically Roblox, only Battlefield, and I think that just kind of appeals to some people. It's inferior to PlanetSide 2 because there's less players, and honestly, it's not as good. It's inferior to Battlefield because Battlefield has much more fluid combat and graphics. So you're kind of left with an in-between game that really is neither, and I think a lot of that stems from the idea that a lot of kids nowadays don't even know about PlanetSide 2. A lot of people know about Battlefield, but they don't know about PlanetSide 2. Take a look at this.
I'm gonna go around the corner with C4.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Wait, there's me! Yes! There's loads around there.
Oh my god.
Again. Witness me. Oh my god, that's so many kills.
Yeah, I mean, that was a lot.
3, 4, 5.
I was thinking about playing BattleBit too.
6, 7.
You could do this in PlanetSide 2 as well, with better graphics and gameplay.
Flank 'em. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Ah,
And it's all going to change once cheating comes out. It's just going to make everything obnoxious, if it's not already out yet.
Witness me! Yes! Wait, I think the building's coming down.
She's deleted them,
Okay, that's the grenade right there. They're all in that corridor. Wait for it. 1, 2, 3. That's the chicken triple right there. Got 3. I don't know why. I was doing an impression of a ghost then, I think. All these people that you can see in the top right getting banned for cheating. You see that?
Global though.
Why would you cheat?
That doesn't mean they have good anti-cheat, by the way. My favorite example is of Battlefront, not Battlefront 2. The first Battlefront when it came out, I had a early access code for it. That was one that came out probably, what, 8 years ago or something like that. I had an early access code and I streamed it. And it was only open to a handful of people because it was closed beta. And the day the open beta happened, it was all right, and things started getting weird. And the day after was a Friday, and then they turned Punkbuster on, and it was a giant stream of people getting banned. And then the day later, there's less and less people, and the day after that, there was almost no one. It's not because they banned everyone; it's because they got around the anti-cheat.
On this game,
So this doesn't really mean anything. This is just security theater, and I kind of doubt that a game with 3 developers is going to have any remotely decent anti-cheat in any way, shape, or form.
There's another one. Oh, whoa, you got night vision on this map. That's so cool.
Sadly, because it takes anti-cheat takes a significant amount of resources. I wouldn't really fault them for it either, but it's the reality of having only 3 developers, whatever they have.
Night vision street fighting, this is. There's a guy right in front of you. Look, you can lean as well. Oh, baby. Tactical.
Make everything green.
Oh, yeah, I got one.
Oh my god, there's a million.
Beam him, beam him.
I got
One more alive.
to the left as well. There's one to the left.
It's moving up a bit. Oh, this is exhilarating. Oh, on the right. Got him. Nice. Coming in a Humvee. Oh, Tommy's got C4 on you. Oh, you'll pay for that. Splat. Did he get you?
Yeah.
I'll get the res. One sec. I got you.
So there's a guy above you.
Oh.
Right, please.
I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to get
This
you.
is so much like
No.
PlanetSide 2 with just
No.
people that just aren't
You're gonna
remotely
live,
paying
soldier.
attention to anything.
Helicopter? Oh, I got it. It was
Nice.
point blank though. I mean, I couldn't miss.
Look at the state of this. What does this look like?
Oh, it's just a flashlight thing. Oh my, that's for Battlefield 3, that. Oh no, Tom. Wait, I got you. There you go. You got sniped.
I mean, when I'm a fucking lighthouse, then I suppose so. I mean,
You get. You're still a lighthouse.
I like how they
He's
blip out
literally
the
here.
swear words and they don't even
Okay,
blip out
he's
the
dead.
word.
This is where the guy was.
He was literally on the roof.
I'm gonna go this way.
What's that man there?
Oh,
I think they're just supposed to pretend that they're bleeping it out,
I don't know, I got
you
shot
know,
down,
so they can deny the fact that
Something
they
down
didn't
there.
properly.
sneaky breed.
They actually took time,
Valley
due
down here.
diligence, there we go, that they took time to do it in the first place.
Dude, the RPG is so fun against the infantry.
Yeah, you can just mash them up.
Where's that helicopter? Is that an enemy?
Yeah, get him.
Come on, come back.
He's coming back, Jack.
I got him. Boom.
That was a victory RPG.
Did we win? Yes. Hey,
Hey, there he is.
it's Tom, but he's a block.
What are you then?
I'm assault. I think I've got a hammer,
Get into cover.
Oh, yeah.
an anti-personnel mine. Can I just hammer this building down?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I don't know. Jack.
I will if you want me to.
Can you stop hammering? Jack?
I mean, this is pretty cool.
Home improvements for Jack, is it?
I'll keep hammering. Try and stop me. There's not much left.
I'll help you.
I'll start from the other end because I've got a hammer as well.
What is it? A dam?
Yeah, it's
There
a dam.
See.
Oh, I see.
Jack, you just jump into the water
Well, I
here.
think
You'll
it's just
you'll
a
be
bridge,
fine.
isn't it? I don't think it's a dam.
You lied to me.
Yeah, that doesn't work. You just run on the water. They didn't bother to put swimming in.
What the?
Ah.
Just run on it. Come on.
Not yet.
That's going to be in the quality of life update.
You see gunfire over there.
Where's Tom?
Oh, frick. There's a guy beneath us on the rock. I've fallen. Don't jump down. It's dead.
Oh yeah, I see an enemy. I got him. Oh, he's peeking. I got him. Quite violent this game, isn't it? Considering it looks like Roblox.
Yeah.
Are there enemies in here?
Wait,
Wonder if they know about AI anti-cheat. Let's
Just
find
wait.
out.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're an upcoming
got him.
studio, they might actually be interested
leave.
in
Yeah,
AI
you
anti-cheat more so than big names are.
I can get
So they don't
you,
think
Jack,
it matters or that
drag
it
it.
exists. Or they're ingrained in their own
I do like that feature, man. There's a lot of cool features in this game.
the world.
It's like the features of every Battlefield game ever, but it looks like Roblox.
Yeah.
I mean, BF5, that was supposed to have dragging in it, and it just got cancelled for some reason.
There's a million enemies down there.
There's one. He's pushing, watch out. Got him. Sniper would be good here.
Use your mouse pad.
Just keep peeking out and beaming them. One by one.
Where are you, Jack? I need to get to you. Scared.
I'm just doing a little peeky.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Hold on. You're going to get the RPG, mate. Have it. Oh, it's so good.
The sniper up
Oh,
there.
there's a
Helicopter.
heli.
Whoa. Missed it.
We've been overrun.
Where's that APC gone? Oh, it's right here. Okay, I got him. I've got to reload. Oh, you think you can run away, mate? Right there. Yes! I got the vehicle. Got the guy pushing.
I mean, there's a million. I don't even know where you're.
Where are you, Tom? I'm stuck at this bloody rock.
I've left.
I hate this rock. I need to get out of here fast. I can't wait to be back in Duplo land.
With your brick wife. Oh, whoa!
Any vehicle. What the hell, man? I'm bleeding. I need to bandage.
And schedule. One of the best things I love about Twitter Blue is that you can schedule tweets.
Reminds me of BF3
So
a lot,
instead of
weirdly.
tweeting at 2 in the morning when
Without
no one's
the
awake, I can
suppression,
set it to
which is
like
horrible. I never
2
wanna see that.
p.m.
Wait, I can hear a drone. What the
to
hell? What's that?
15 p.m.
I don't think they can
tomorrow,
stop us. We're just
later
being
today
silly.
actually,
Is that, wait, can that drone drop bombs on you?
which is probably when they're
There's
sitting
gonna
in front of
be
their
so many
computers at
men
the
just
office.
jostling for position.
What is going on?
Well, I think there's just so many men spawned on.
Is this just 100 people's heads?
Got a problem with that?
We can move now. We can move. What the hell? Look at this.
Oh my God! Look down there.
I don't want to, Tom. It reminds me of hell.
Just look at that. Where are you?
Yes.
Done.
Is
Be
that
kind of
grenade?
curious.
Is that
I'm
smoke? What is
like,
that?
I fully endorse AI anti-cheat because I think it's one of the only ways we're actually
think
going to
I've
be
got
able to
some
deal
smoke,
with
Tom.
cheating problems in video games is
Red
AI
smoke,
anti-cheat. There's just no way. Traditional anti-cheat does
I
not
just got
work.
hit.
Everyone finds ways around it.
Is
What
it-
doesn't
is-
change,
what's
however, is the behavior that you
this
exhibit
smoke
when you are
useful?
cheating.
Yes.
And AI anti-cheat can catch that behavior. Behavioral analysis, which
think
I've talked
I
about
just
for
saw a
over a
rocket go
decade. It's
past
when
me
I,
at, like,
one of the first
1
videos
mile
on
an
my
hour.
Twitch channel or my YouTube
think so,
channel
that.
is
Is this man
a
okay?
hat cam, which is basically one of the first implementations
drag
of
him.
AI anti-cheat or
Come on,
something
man.
very similar to it. That was over 2 decades ago for Counter-Strike.
He was just stood there like a teddy bear. His head's gone in the ground.
And where I actually
I
started
don't know if he wanted to be honest, but he doesn't have a choice. No, sniping time. You.
becoming more and more interested in it.
Damn, the
Basically, the
snipe. I
idea
know
of
it's,
AI
like,
anti-cheat.
really basic and simple, but
But no one has tackled
the
it up until
sniping is so
recently with kind of the push
satisfying in
for anti-cheat in
you push
general.
up to that point.
Or AI in general, not anti-cheat in general.
I
AI
can
in
provide
general.
some sniper fire, you know, some cover fire.
And obviously
as you
much
go up
more
there.
intelligent, but basically does the same thing.
Oh, in the head.
We've got B2 by the looks
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah.
They're all looking at me, you know.
That's good.
Yeah, keep taking them out. Oh, give me a target. Yes. That was so cool, man. I love that.
Like PlanetSide 2's in the same boat
like
where
the
they
team's
could
got
really
that
use.
position
They
now.
can't monitor all the players.
one
There's
more.
there's no way you don't. Not only are staff not going to be trained,
Yeah, oh, he was
And it's gonna
moving
be
as
very
well. He was the
subjective.
other one.
but at the same time, there's only
This
so many
guy.
people you can monitor and look at to
Oh, in the head,
manually
come on.
ban. So
Ah, he's got cover. Okay, right, I'm gonna move now. Go, 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 move it. This is full urban building to building warfare here. Oh my god, there's so many in here. What? Was that 3? Have some grenades. Yes, is that another one? Oh man. And you know what? I just checked Steam charts and this game has got 50,000 concurrent players right now, which is so cool considering it was made by 3 people and it's only like $15. I know that it might look like a kid's game on the surface, but there's so many features
PlanetSide 2
in
is
here,
free.
and it's actually quite fun, especially with friends in a squad. The gameplay is just nice and varied, and you know, I think that we should support that. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like below. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Jackbreak is like an advertisement. Almost always. It's usually whatever's trending. Why do you still play Battlefield 2042? Because big battles are fantastic. Died years ago. Yeah. So he probably doesn't even remember that PlanetSide exists. Interesting. Okay. Let's move along, guys. Let's get into the Reddits here, because I do want to play games tonight. Grams of protein in an egg, guys. Like nothing. Overwatch 2 Reddits. Uh-huh. You got some hate mail, too? Lovely. Oh, I was on my post on Dead by Daylight. Where I thought they wanted to get Keanu Reeves instead of Nicolas Cage, and they just couldn't get him. Ageson loves DVD, so you agreed? I'm sure there's a $sign that was associated with this here, but also doesn't address Keanu Reeves not being here, because Keanu Reeves would 100% would have been better than Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight. The game is a killer. The purpose of the killer is to harm survivors. Getting Keanu Reeves would make it super problematic. Keanu Reeves didn't need to be the killer. Survivor? I mean, he could actually be either role, but you know, either be the killer or the survivors. Dead by Daylight being a 4v1. Blizzard, we were wrong for asking otherwise. Please reprioritize match quality over faster queue times. I called this shit, guys. I 100% called this shit. This is always a trade-off. And people think that if having a 1-minute queue would be phenomenal. It's not. I'd have a 10-minute queue if it meant I'd have a much better game. There's a trade-off there. And some people, yeah. Who was the antagonist in Overwatch? It was supposed to be the what's the bad guy's name? I don't even know. Like Reaper is one of them. There's actually like a bad side, but it actually seems like they just forgot that they exist. Talon, yeah. They literally don't even care about them anymore. Yeah, it's like they forgot that there's actually supposed to be an antagonist faction in the game. They don't even bother mentioning them or talking about them or trying to make them a thing anymore. In Overwatch 2, that is. But again, they also forgot that they had to make a game, so there's that too. They just decided they weren't going to make Overwatch 2. AMD Reddits. Processors are getting cheaper? Yes, they are. A lot of prices are dropping, guys. It's good in general for gamers. DVD Reddits. So it said, someone said to me, well, on YouTube. How do you feel about killing innocents that are just trying to have fun and upgrade their characters? Uh-huh. That's accurate. Good. If you die in game, you die in real life. Hopefully not. Dead by Daylight is a really, really weird game. It has a very casual but highly competitive player base. No other game like it. It's like The Sims meshed with a horror game, meshed with a highly competitive game. Really, really angry when you do well. If you're a killer, that is. Survivor, you just always do well, because obviously you're a survivor, right? Okay. We're going to play some Overwatch here, guys. I don't think we're going to do comp placements. I think we're doing tomorrow night. I always keep putting it off, but I think we're at a point right now where I can do them. Past couple months, guys, while playing Overwatch 2, we've been trying to iron out problems with my PC. And got them pretty much, I think we're to the point where my computer's pretty good. So, I had a lot of really weird issues with my computer. The only thing I'm missing now is a monitor. New monitor. Alright, let's change games, guys. Of course, report a bunch of cheaters. Can't wait. Let's see. And actually be able to be found in directories on YouTube and Facebook Gaming, because when you aren't in a directory, when you aren't in a game directory, basically no one can find your channel unless they just know your channel exists. So, yeah, that's a thing. Okay. I'm going to take a piss, guys, grab a soda, and then we will get into the gamazine. See what kind of games we have tonight. Be right back, guys. Alrighty, guys. Let's see how many cheaters we get tonight. Lovely, beautiful. Beautiful, lovely. Weekend games were actually pretty good. Where I played offline. You still get them, so. The kind of games we get tonight. Turn on some VRB here. Still want a new modder. More than anything. More than new CPU, more than new GPU, guys. I want a new modder. And it just was not... Really weird issues, too, with mouse consistency. A couple days ago. Why?
Double kill. I'm taking off. Terminated. Blasted. Touch the sky. When I'm hitting my shots, you can't touch me.
Miss.
Going down. Double kill. Triple kill. Multiple hits confirmed.
Yep.
Now arriving at Lijiang, prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Off we go. We do need to do placements. Kind of dreading just like doing placements at like 3 in the morning. Maybe we should do those. I don't know.
Strike from above. Forget regulation. After this mission, I'm throwing a party. Hello. Flying the friendlies, yes.
5, 4, 3,
Press the attack.
2, 1.
Yes.
Round 1. Capture
And away.
objective.
Affirmative.
Almost. Should have waited on the concussion until the Bastion showed up. I knew he was going to show up, so.
On the move.
The objective is now
Aerial positioning underway. I need help here. En route. Taking off. Messy, but we got it done. Repositioning. Dispersing.
Why are you over there?
My rocket
Someone has a morale boost. Our teammates have no idea what the fuck they're doing. They're literally just all by the point, despite the enemy team being there. No one's applying pressure.
Let's show 'em some air
Good.
power. Fire at will. Let them up. Up and away. Justice.
There we go. It was very accurate, Zen.
En route.
Orisa is here.
The name's Cassidy.
Establishing area position.
Dude, it sounded like she's shooting at me through the window. Fuck is that? Why is line of sighting the window?
The skies await.
Good. There. Hey, buddy. Pretty sure this is a pre-made too. Let's check.
First round lost.
4 stack. Good.
Field's destroyed.
Score 0-1.
Yeah. Not why I did that, and why I intentionally waited till the route changed.
Stay in sight, and I'll keep you safe.
I don't know why Blizzard does that. So if you join a group when you're, I think it doesn't happen in comp, but when you're in quick play, if you join someone's group invitation, it puts you in spectator on their team. No idea why. I don't know if that's a bug or what. But it's the only way to actually check if people are in groups, because they took out the ability for the game to just tell you when people are in groups. For whatever reason, so.
Round 2. Capture
Position underway. We need to give this our all.
We just got the pig. No. Somehow he survived.
Health restored. I look after my own. Securing the objective.
Literally sounded like someone's in front of me again when we used behind me. What the fuck's going on here?
You've hang glided over a volcano, Valka. This is nothing.
Securing the objective. Mobilize here.
Taking to the air. Scatter.
They have superior numbers.
Teammates.
Concussive out. You don't have to thank me.
We have teammates, by the way. Somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Heads in the game. Establishing aerial position.
They don't even push. No one's pushing. Very accurate Anna. We don't get any heals.
Duplicating road.
Rain from above.
Very accurate. Ash. She wasn't earlier though.
Let's show him some air power. Increasing altitude.
Gotta heal.
Teamwork. Activating self-destruct sequence. Scatter. Enemy here.
Yeah, my teammates are doing stuff.
Taking to the air.
Engaging thrusters.
plan to refuel and get heals. So if you guys didn't know, if you play Pharah and your healers don't really pay attention to you, sometimes it's because they can't heal people in the air very well. Either due to personal limitations, I don't know, that one didn't kill me. Or just not playing a character that's good at it. If you land next to them, they'll usually heal you. I don't know why he's going that way. Junkrats almost always go for Pharahs exclusively. Oh my god, guys! We have 2,000 more damage than pretty much everyone else in the game. Good. What the fuck is this game? I guess it's 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning. Even early morning games like 9 or 7 or 8 when I normally play off stream aren't this bad. How the fuck does their Baptiste have 5,000 damage, too? Wow, that's really weird. Very accurate McCree. Once again, it's a 4-stack. Pre-aim. Very likely cheating. Usually when people are, like, assholes, too, it's usually people that cheat, too. Kind of like the personality goes along with it. Not all the time, though. Try to BM. Okay. They found me faster than my healers could while I'm looking at my healers. Oh.
En route. You need this. I see an enemy.
The name's Cassidy.
God.
Taking off. Group up here.
What she's doing.
Securing
Bad. Slam. Okay. How the fuck did no one else kill that guy? And then he hit me. And then my last missile didn't even kill him. That's fucking hilarious. But also the guy that thought was cheating, so. Good. Fucking shit. Something to my right.
You can't stop me, I'm on fire!
Can't go in there. Oh my god. It was on the ground and I picked it up? It landed by the time I got over. The fuck is that? Oh. And Reinhardt didn't even do anything.
What direction were you aiming?
You did get one slam. Funny. Okay. Get these. Dash? No.
Enemy over here. I'm on fire.
Cut. Okay, well, warm-up's over, guys.
Play of the game.
Nerf this!
Accuracy's not bad. Yeah, and I was against the pre-made. A 4-stack. I felt like we got like potatoes versus potatoes, so it might have been plats. We're in a group 2. You can't play with console players unless they're in a group with PC players. On PC, that's a GM. Anna couldn't hit shots on me. Okay. Diamond. And that had a shitload of BAP damage. Flat. I was always curious when people just remarkably just go up and skill out of nowhere when they just kind of weren't all that great to begin with. So especially good, especially when you see like gold and plat in there and then they're like a GM or something. It's a master though. GM or top 500. GM again. Oh, plat. This was the DPS. Huh, he's a master. Wow, that's remarkable. Good for him. Didn't play that small amount of games. Good. That's usually the weird stuff, is when you see stuff like that. Yeah, like, games like that really don't make me want to do placements at this time of the day, guys. I don't even know, I don't think placements really even matter, though. Like, game basically keeps track of your MMR while you're not... while you're in quick plays, so... Good.
Welcome to Rialto. Prepare.
Hope you're having a good evening, chat.
Select your hero.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. And there's a group here, because we have crossplay. Guy from last game.
Strike from above. We must all find the cause we're fighting for.
Playing off stream is definitely different than playing on stream, guys. Like, it doesn't even matter. It just feels different. I don't understand why. Even after all these years, I've streamed for over a decade at this point, guys, mainly on Twitch. And it is not nearly the same thing. It doesn't matter what you're doing, how many people are watching, it's not the same. Perform much better when you're off stream. It's not internet related, because I have basically the same ping I do when I don't stream, because I have fiber now. So.
Escort
Enemy here.
Anna is more risk than there is.
Excellent teamwork. Establishing aerial position.
See if you can boop her. No.
The payload's moving. About time.
Oh, Pharaoh. No one gives a shit about you.
Enemy over here. En route. I knew I could help you.
the Anna we have to deal with, because she hits me 3 times, which is very easy for her, and then I die. That gets her. I think I did. Anna is incredibly accurate.
Aerial positioning underway. Thank you.
And soldier. Don't have time to deal with the Farah guys. Both the Anna and the soldier are much more accurate. You have to suppress them.
Excellent teamwork.
Farah's gonna come over the top and try to do the same thing.
Discouraging aerial position.
No, doesn't miss. Comparatively to the last game where she wasn't that accurate.
The numbers do not favor us.
Come taste my tea, an enemy. Enemy over here. Enemy here. Switch. Up and away.
And he's dead. Beautiful. Both DPS are down.
I've got you in my sights.
Take that. The Pharaoh didn't matter. That the soldier is very, very accurate.
Incoming.
Now on Bastion. We played against these guys last game and they weren't this accurate.
Rains from above.
Is
You better stay out of range. Yeah. Why isn't the payload unrolled?
a lot of stuff shooting at me.
I see an enemy.
Tank's dead.
Confirmed.
You way overextended.
Aerial positioning underway. Recursion.
Like, the moment I stop fucking looking at her, she's 100% accurate. I'm pretty sure that guy's cheating. The moment I stop firing at her, she literally hits every single shot on me. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. We did a nice little curly Q up in the air there,
I don't
and
stay
hit
down.
every single shot on me. Very certain she's cheating. Once again, we played against him last game, not that accurate. Actually missed a shot. Oh my god. It really doesn't even matter. You'll die. Push them back. They'll die, but that's okay. Or to get them away from their teammates, which their teammates should be able to kill, hopefully. And stagger them. And it looks like that's the case. Well, once their tank shows up, because their teammates aren't pushing,
Always more to
good.
learn.
One obviously has to be on the cart.
On the move.
And they got respawns now. Very certain that's cheating. No one pushed. And they have a 4 stack.
Play of the game.
Not the 4 stack from last game? No. Rip 2-stack. Yeah, no, the Anna was cheating. And she did 4,000. She tied the other healer while I was suppressing her the entire game. So. She only misses first shot when I first appear, and then every shot after that point hits. And it was only twice that we saw that happen. Let's take a look at... You can't look at stats. Next game. Yeah, same, tied the healing of Kiriko. Well, basically I pegged her with rockets the entire game. That wasn't, she didn't even have high ground, we literally kept her suppressed. We had to. The moment that I stopped shooting at her, she hit every shot on me and killed me. We had no time to shoot anyone else. 100% accurate Anna. Anna's in top 500, if you guys are curious, have about 62% accuracy. They don't hit all their shots. The only time she missed shots were on like the last two engagements, not interactions, engagements we had with her. There they are again. Let's see if they do the same thing.
Strike from above. Hello. Take care of each other out there. The world is a dream, what you feel.
I made a relatively decent heals last game too. I had to land for them, but at least I was getting them. It's tough dealing with that corner when you have a bunch of ranged aiming at you.
Affirmative.
Round one.
Stands with ya. Yes. Together we would press the attack. Yeah. You're welcome. Aerial position underway.
Yeah, from last game.
Enemy here.
Alright. Got rid of his med kit.
Elimination mid-ascent.
Draw neither of those two hit.
I see an enemy. Excellent.
I suck. Jets weren't up.
Coming off the bench. Stop lagging about and get out of here. Group up here.
Oh?
Form up. Hey,
Yeah.
come here. Repositioning. Health restored. Heroes.
Game.
I don't stay down. My mistake.
McCree has something going on there. Guy that doesn't miss once again on Anna. Don't care about the guy getting a lucky shot.
Let's show him some
I'm on my
air
way.
power. My rockets are
No idea what Symmetra's doing.
establishing area position. Scatter.
Oh, let's get rid of that. What the fuck is that? Oh, he got fucking hacked. That's hilarious.
Our work is not done. You're welcome. Taking off.
Killing the Anna, what really matters. Oh, and that's just meant for me. He got queued by the Anna, so he could kill me in time. Yeah. He didn't even wait to charge it to kill the rest of the team either, which is a huge waste, but, well,
I'm
solo ult, double solo ult is actually what that was.
Thanks for the assist. Maximum impact.
Oh, girl.
Be advised.
Get on point.
First round lost.
It's the Anna and McCree.
0-1.
Specifically still an Anna. And once again after went Anna from Moira. Anna does a shitload of damage. Her DPS is low, but she has no damage fall off, so she can do her normal damage, which I think is like a 80 or something. Basically, I die in 3 shots, and when you're up in the air, that is very, very easy for you to basically go up too high and not be able to get behind cover before you land this 3rd shot. Takes a significant amount of time, too.
4, 3,
Because that makes sense for a healer, so...
round 2. Capture the objective.
Work together and we can overcome this.
And the very accurate McCree once again. Out of sight.
Over there. The skies await.
Bye.
Got one.
The objective is now
Arigato.
Very accurate McCree once again. Sight.
Making another approach. Establishing aerial position.
Shotgun.
No worries.
Fucking missing shots on everyone else, guys. What's going on there?
Okay, my head's in the game. On the move. Got one here. Enemy here. That party was going taking to the air. Enemy here.
Anna once again is still cheating.
Healing fortified.
No. You're a dumbass. Fuck off. It's like the shitty thing, guys, is like we can't pay attention to the Anna. We have to literally look at everyone else in the game. And this dumbass thinks he's doing well, and I'm ignoring him because, like, I don't want to 1v1 him. Like, Pharah vs. Pharah is some of the most stressful things in the game that can happen. And you don't always have the opportunity to actually deal with other Pharahs.
No.
Hi. You have a team here somewhere. Yep. Good.
Enemy in sight. The skies await. Establishing aerial position.
Oh my god, Wolves! Thanks for the host. Appreciate it, dude. And McCree's still 100% accurate on me for some reason. As he misses a shitload of shots.
Always more to learn.
He just the Anna.
Up and away.
And we're just getting unlucky with McCree. Oh, I wanted to punch her. He's definitely cheating, for sure. McCree, I don't know. So there is
EMP is almost got it.
targeted aimbots. Not particularly me because I'm streaming. But maybe I'd change my mind about the McCree. Not particularly about me. Yeah, he knows exactly where I am. He's definitely cheating. Not particularly me, like the streamer or person, but rather targeted as in it only works on me. So, yeah. And Anna's also cheating. Nothing outside the order. Get some rough games. Kick doesn't seem so bad. Good. I agree. And then the fucking fair is just BM on top of things, which is making it difficult to deal with. But, yeah. So the Anna's definitely cheating. The McCree is also cheating. I think he was toggling is what we're seeing there, which is why he just misses a bunch of shots and then he hits all of his shots. It's not hard to cheat in the game in any way, shape, or form, guys. The only thing that stops people from cheating in Overwatch... Yeah, this guy doesn't miss. The only thing that stops people from cheating in Overwatch is they don't know how easy it is to cheat in the game, or goodwill. You know, because you're better than that. You're a good person. Let's see. So we're gonna report both the McCree and the Anna again. We reported her last game. Same shit. She was on Moira originally. Okay. This guy we already looked at. Let's see what the fucking cheating piece of shit. So this is what I was talking about, where you can see someone's cheating origin story, guys, where they aren't quite up to snuff, and then out of nowhere they just become magical. And we've talked about this before. There isn't that many games here. It is more impressive when you see 3 seasons of Plat and Gold, and then you see them become a GM. This is basically the same thing, though. So, yeah. That's just, AAA Game Studio in a nutshell. When did he start toggling, though? It wasn't in round 1, was it? He's Junkrat for a little bit. Saw him looking at me through walls in round 1. That's one of the first things I pointed out about him. I think it was like halfway through round 1 he toggled on. The weekends weren't actually that bad, all things considered. I think it's because of skin drops. If you guys don't know, there's skin drops on Twitch right now. Hopefully Kick can eventually get that. But it's keeping a lot of people more interested in the game as per usual when they get free things. Weekends usually have the worst cheating. Friday nights, Saturday nights, and then especially Saturday mornings are horrible. Absolutely terrible. Usually weekdays aren't that bad. So, oh.
Touch the sky.
Good. Glad you had a good stream. Hope you're enjoying Kick. I just moved to Kick too. Streamed on Twitch for over 10 years. And it did a lot of good for me. I actually grew, and then I grew, and I had 100 to 200 concurrent viewers, and then slowly dwindled into non-existence over the course of years. It is very, very difficult to become discovered on Twitch. Very, very, very. And Twitch doesn't actually go out of their way to, unless you're a minority, does not go out of the way to showcase you. You're just another person.
Mind the gap.
Any of those flick shots, I don't know why. But grass is always greener. It's partnered too. But
A clean kill.
no, I'm not. If you're not growing, it's basically the same thing as not having anyone to watch you, so I'd rather stream to a bunch of platforms and have no one watching me than one platform, as it turns out.
When I'm hitting my shots,
That'll happen.
touch me.
So good. We'll see how this goes. I plan on streaming on Kick for at least a couple months, probably 3 to 6 months here, just to see how things turn out here, and then go from there. See what kind of engagement or interest I get in my channel. One of the things that turns people off a lot is talk about cheating, as I'm sure you guys know. But cheating is very common in video games nowadays. It's not hard to do. Sadly. AI anti-cheat is coming out. If you guys are curious about that. AnyBrain being one of the first companies that has introduced AI anti-cheat. Obviously working on it as a startup, and they came out, I think, this year, or started becoming more public this year.
I don't think so.
Not though.
Welcome to Jungle.
Alrighty. Yep, we got different fucks this time. Good. Yeah, the very last game, guys, was just insult to injury, because I'm sure they think they're hot shit because I wasn't shooting at them. We didn't have an opportunity to shoot at them. Whenever I was not shooting at Anna, I was getting insta-killed by her, so. And same thing with McCree, who would just snap onto me and then hit all of his shots, and then remarkably hit none of his shots, so. You could have an percent-based aimbot, too. There's a lot of options there. There's a targeted aimbot, which I didn't explain. Basically, it's an aimbot that only works on certain people, but we saw him miss shots on me, too. So it was either manually targeted, percent-based aimbot, or distance-based aimbot, which is another one. Distance-based aimbots only work when you're within a certain distance, otherwise you have normal aim. It makes things more natural looking, but still stops people from pushing. Stops pushes, which are very, very effective, sadly.
5, 4, 3.
Are we gonna get a cheating widow on top of the watchtower, guys? Can't wait! The water tower.
Taking to the air. I have the pie.
Escort the payload.
We're off, please. Our healer. There you go. Hey, buddy. Oh. I think she would have died if I got a direct. I think actually I got a direct.
Coming off the bench.
She's at 143 though.
Repositioning.
No, good for you. I hope you don't. There's a lot of kids that fucking use Zims on consoles. Are basically, if you get up anywhere like Masters or above, consoles just full of aim, not even aimbots, people using Zims. If you guys don't know what a Zim is, it's a keyboard mouse interpreter. It allows you to use aim assist on a console. Is absurd, and it's basically just as good as an aim, probably even better than an aimbot, programmed aimbot. You get some hit reg misses in there. Hit reg misses are where they shoot you, but it doesn't count.
Helping you out.
En route. Oh, enemy The Queen! I've got you covered.
But good for you. I hope self-improvement's always important. It can be frustrating at times. For one of the reasons I like the characters is pre-aim. One of the reasons I like Farrah is because it always feels like you can get better on her. I love projectile heroes.
Unbreakable. Increasing altitude.
Oh, that was the latest. I thought she was gonna make her mech. Sadly, the cheating AI anti-cheat, for some reason, a lot of game companies are not adopting. I don't know about that. I post the fucking link everywhere. I always talk about it because it's actually really cool. Tap is very accurate. I'm missing shots for some reason.
Aerial positioning underway.
Try capping my FPS.
Enemy here. Enemy over here.
So hungry. Bye. It seems like after the latest update, the game has become very, very difficult to hit consistent shots. Very difficult. This is after the most recent update, I think, last week. It seems like it's become much more difficult to hit consistent shots for some reason. BAP is basically 100% accurate. Which, by the way, if you're 100% accurate at BAP, you can be 100% accurate at Soldier. That's, for some reason, it seems like maybe there's a lower threshold for there's stat-based banning in the game. Lower threshold for stat banning for healers than there is for DPS. That's how you know you do your job right, if someone tells you, if someone says you don't have friends. There you go. Oh! Beautiful. Yeah, takes a while. I mean, you eventually get good. A lot of it has to do with your computer, too. If you have bad FPS, I have a really good computer, and I still have problems with consistent aim. Obviously, you know, I think he just tried to insta-kill me. He was standing still. That's weird. Is that the McCree from earlier? That is the McCree, isn't it?
Shake it off. Eat your liver out, Prometheus.
FPS cap would probably help you a lot too. When you have lower FPS, Jesus Christ. Some pretty good heals here. You can just hear all the damage coming in, and we aren't dying, so. There we go. I don't know what she was doing. Fuck is he? Okay. There we go. We have some pretty good heals in here. But yeah, it's much more difficult when you're at lower FPS. Just inconsistently in general. I know that sounds like a gimmicky, like, way out, but it's a huge... Usually, obviously you don't need 600 FPS, but like getting up to 200, 300... It's like one of the worst things you can do is follow a flanker around and try to kill him, instead of sticking with the team. Soldier is very, very accurate. Looks like a bone mesh. Oh.
Okay, my head's in the game.
Bone mesh aimbot will snap between parts of your model. It looks like it crawls over it. Crappier bone meshes won't crawl over the model. They'll just snap between aim points on you: arms, legs, torso, head. Bone mesh aimbots tend to be relatively uncommon because they're more complicated to program. That. Tried. I was hoping I could give her before she matrixed me. Maybe if I actually went in on top of her, I think it's too far away. Yeah. This is a good angle, though.
I don't want to talk about it.
A lot of shit trying to kill me. You don't see 9. I'll take out the tank. Accuracy wise, we aren't doing too bad. If we get near 50% or above 20% direct hits, it's usually pretty good. For me, at least. Depends on what's going on in the match. Yep. Okay. I don't know about the BAP. We'll take a look at the replay. Normally we don't look at the replay because it's a waste of time. You can take 3 or 4 times as long in the replay as the actual game itself, trying to figure out if people are cheating. The McCree / Soldier, I'm definitely going to report for cheating. The Baptiste, I don't know. Yeah. Like, you can see him, like, flicking past. He actually overflicks, and then it snaps back to the character if you look at this. Like, he actually flicks away, and then it flicks back to the character because his actual flick misses. Yeah. He's trying to make it look realistic, and this is a 4-stack at least. Let's see. The McCree is this guy. Get some votes. I think the healers were actually really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. Both those healers were very good. There's multiple instances there where I should have died, and also the tank, but we can't give out 3 notifications. endorsements. Tank was also pretty good. We got bubbles in there too. How did we do? I didn't even look at my stats. Looking at my accuracy. We didn't do bad considering I was getting focused heavily. Heavy focusing will always drive down your stats. But we're going to report the McCree for sure. Just this guy. Yeah, it's for sure cheating. Let's take a look at the BAP. If they're friends, friends usually like share with each other and they don't give a shit because they're friends, so. Let's see. Why do you go BAP?
Hey there. Yes.
BAP I'm unsure about. He definitely seemed 100% accurate earlier on in the match.
Surrender to my will.
Stuck your landing, huh?
Time for the reckoning!
Missing. Fast forward.
Come get me.
You cannot escape me.
Doctor's orders.
Surrender to my will. Time for the reckoning!
You are completely healed. Reloading. 1 second.
He does have some misses in here.
Stay alive for me. Get in here. Your case is definitely urgent.
Cheaters will sometimes toggle depending on what's happening in the match. Pushes, holds, distance,
Loud and clear.
targeted, which we talked about on a personal basis. They just want to deal with a very particular player.
My ultimate is almost charged.
Round of healing.
Pretty normal.
I'm at fighting position. Tipped up shape.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
Get into the field. This has to be up.
My ultimate is ready.
Reloading. 1 sec. Sorry.
Well, you can hear her footsteps, so like when he's looking at people behind walls, I just assume he's just listening to the footsteps right now. But it does look like he's just like literally following her directly behind the wall.
Sorry.
Like it's one thing to be looking at the wall, it's another when you're actually like following the model behind the wall.
Escape me. Help me. Stay where I can see you.
Sorry.
You hear her down there?
Stay where I can see you.
Predictable if she's running away, right? There's a couple medkits around here. She could have went down too. Phase out sound.
Complete recovery. Enemy contact. Let them out.
That would have been even if I got inside that hole there. I was too afraid of the field, not the immortality field, the damage square. I was too afraid of overextending into the damage square and getting line of sight on it. If I actually went into the hallway, we probably would have got at least 1 or 2 kills there. Because I thought the only person there was the diva and maybe the soldier. I didn't know the Baptiste was in there. There wasn't any jet sound. Hey, did you see me?
Surrender to my will. Blasted. Огонь по готовности.
Fucking Moira. Now it doesn't look like he's missing at all.
Over here.
Soy intocable.
I heard you.
EMP activated. Activating
He's missing. I don't know. Inconclusive. Next game. We wasted like almost as much time as I spent playing that match just to do that right there, which is why I generally don't do it. So, game. But no. Good. Normally I don't need to cap my FPS though. Something weird's going on here, guys. Like I said on the weekend I had a problem too. It was fine in the morning. This is the only game, guys, where it feels like you constantly fight against your aim, like all the time to make it consistent. This is the only game like that. Or it feels like you're fighting against the game to aim.
Strike from above. En route.
The doctor is in, and he's looking good.
Good.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the pain.
Fuck is that? Wonderful.
Establishing aerial position. They outnumber.
Soldier 76 reporting for duty.
That's not good. BAP is, or not the BAP, the Ash is very accurate.
The skies await. Taking off.
Actuating the barrier.
Enemy over here. Repulsion.
Just use her coach gun. Yep.
Going down.
Hi. It's just busy being annoying. Hi. Gonna try and land on me. Get rid of that. There we go.
Aerial positioning underway.
Not to be academic, but I believe that one
Go for the res. Reses are like fucking cracked mercies, guys. They almost always go for them if they can. Just expect them to go for them.
Excellent teamwork.
the barrier appeared.
I see an enemy. Up and away. Do not provoke me.
There is no shade in collapse.
Blah.
My spirit burns.
Oh, that's what we wanted to prevent.
Let them up.
Ooh.
What is that syzygy?
Good. I do like the window, guys. Window is beautiful. Window allows me to basically one-shot most characters. I think everyone. All the DPS. I don't know if 250. Okay. I thought her ice block was going to end sooner than it did. Good. Huge waste. I probably could have actually got maybe one or maybe two more kills there if I actually turned and looked at the other group. And I didn't.
Effervescent.
About halfway into that, I had to commit. There's no way to look away because I wouldn't have been able to kill anyone in the other group.
Reporting for duty.
Increasing altitude.
Ash is once again very accurate. Oh my god! Thanks for the host. It's like one syllable away from Cthulhu. Appreciate it, dude. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful time on Twitch. Okay. Alright. Does this thing work? No. No, it doesn't. My chat's so active! Oh my god! overextended. Very accurate once again. There's into the P1 push, there's like half of that. She wasn't really doing what she was doing at the beginning of the game, and then now she's back to hitting all of her shots again.
Let them up.
Somebody. Just wanted to use the window. That's all I wanted to do, guys. Just use the window.
Always more to learn.
I'm the cream of the crop.
Abilities, guys.
Cannot escape me. I
Peak
don't stay
performance.
down.
Hey,
Repositioning. Aerial positioning underway.
Okay. Torb. Go.
Enemy turret.
Thought we're fine. We weren't. Something else hit me. Did I get Reinhardt Fire Strike?
Them in a locker.
Might have got Fire Strike in
enemy
there.
team down. Push forward now.
On the move.
Good, good, good.
Increasing altitude.
Yeah. So you hit Reg miss. Free aim. I'm pretty sure the Ashe is cheating.
Let's show 'em
I think she
something.
toggles off, like when they get a point, or maybe periodically through the match. She definitely swings between hitting every one of her shots and hitting none of her shots. Ooh. No, no one here though. No. Far away, guys. FPS is also lower than normal.
I see an enemy.
I can't hit any of my shots today. Like directs, that is. I just hit a direct in her though.
Skies await.
Defeat.
Okay, we're gonna take a look at the Ashe. Pretty sure Ashe is cheating. Very certain on that. Just out of curiosity, because there's some parts in there where it looked like she's normal, and then she went back to hitting every single shot. She might just be doing it on me too. It might be a targeted aimbot. We're gonna take a peek here, guys, to see what's going on.
Welcome to circuit. You are ready for battle. One.
Attackers. You owe me one.
Sniper, keep your head down.
Hit Reg miss. Ben's pre-aim, toggling instances. Pre-aim through the wall just now on me.
Incoming.
And there's a bug with accessibility colors to both my teams. One of my colors is teal and the other one is blue, which is what it's supposed to be. Accessibility colors sometimes bug out. Bridge miss. He's trying to shoot her through the wall just now. He didn't have line of sight, he's trying to shoot her through the wall. Obviously knows where she's peeking now. Rank is this? GMs, I believe? Masters, might be Masters. Oh, it's quick play. Rank has nothing to do with cheating, though. People cheat at all ranks. It makes shitty players good, and it makes good players exceptionally good. And exceptionally good players untouchable.
I get the idea.
Hit Reg miss again. Hit Reg misses are where they shoot you, but it doesn't count. For some reason, people that cheat usually have a... Depending on how shitty their computer is, they'll have a decent number of hit Reg misses.
Life protects life.
Dynamite launch. Sniper, don't get caught. Personne n'est... Dynamite launch. Sniper, don't get caught. Dynamite launch. Sniper, don't get caught. Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
He's following her behind the wall. Again. What I'm checking for is pre-aim on corners. When you see him hop around the corner, if he's looking at the player prior to actually gaining line of sight on them. Once he's actually looking at her again through the wall. Knows where the Baptiste is. This guy's definitely cheating. I think there's a 1/3 slice here, maybe a quarter slice in here, where this guy wasn't cheating. Which is what I said in the game. Yeah. This guy's aim is all over the place, too.
Just point me in the right direction.
Yeah, he's cheating.
Gotta keep my head out of orbit. Just point me in the right direction.
Obviously, there's a window there, and a lot of people are going to be camping it. He's looking... No, he did see line of sight on me.
Not a rain cloud. Need some assistance? Not a rain cloud in sight.
And I have line of sight on the soldier.
Checking in.
I have control of the payload. Make me move it.
I wasn't completely sold on it, guys. That's why we're watching the replay. Once again, I normally do not watch replays because you can spend 3 or 4 times as much time in the game to look at a replay, and all a report does is notifies Blizzard that someone might be sus. Which I'm sure they don't look at each and every report. They look for an amount of reports that build up on a flare. I'm curious about that. So just one report's not going to get someone banned. It doesn't matter.
Let me handle it.
Fire!
Ah! The young...
Fire!
Yes.
Cycles are processing, guys. One moment.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Doing something.
I'm on my way.
Thank you.
I have
Once again, people will do stuff like this to throw you off. Cheaters are people too. So it's not completely obvious. Toggled off now? He's missing a lot of shots.
Better be a good excuse for this holdup.
Fridge miss. Now he's hitting all the shots again. Could be you ran out of banked accuracy too, so you had to toggle off to gain accuracy. There's stat-based banding in Overwatch if you guys are curious about that. If their accuracy climbs too high, then they have to toggle off. Or they have to rotate through their characters too. And then they'll just save it and use it up, basically drive their accuracy down in another match.
I require assistance.
Not actually looking at the window when he's jumping, he's looking at the soldier.
Thanks, Bob.
The payload is approaching its destination.
Courage miss. Come back again. Snapping to death. Depending on how the aimbot's programmed, it won't lock people behind walls. Sometimes it's a feature they can turn on or off. It really depends.
Gilgamesh.
Okay. Watch the last half of that just for fun. Let's see. Okay, what do we have? Don't know. Warriors friends. The Diamond Plat, now GM. Top 500 too. Wow, what a climb. Plat, who's now a master. And something's still up with my accuracy. I wasn't fucking... We're hitting the shots we're supposed to. That's no. Next game. Marry you? I don't want to marry you, JS. No. I offer the most organic experience, which is plain solo and quick play. We're gonna have to start doing comp maybe tomorrow, I think. I mean... Buy my feet pics. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful evening, though. Happy Tuesday, Wednesdays. Hope you guys are having a good evening. Game still feels off. I don't know.
Double
I should go back to capping it. Sometimes reduced buffering feels like better when it's on, and then sometimes it feels better when it's off, and I don't understand it. Also, my FPS is lower than normal this morning. For some reason.
Select your hero.
Actually thinking about checking up BattleBit, guys. I don't know. I was looking into it. I mean, it's just a... I'd prefer to play Battlefield or PlanetSide 2. It's neither. This feels fucking weird. But it's what's trending right now, so... We take a look at it just for something different. Just got done finishing playing Riftbreaker. Woo the Mercy. Oh my god, giving you attention. You want to heal me, don't you? Oh yeah. Hee hee. I'm Farah and you're Mercy.
No one's a natural.
We should do things together.
To put into work. Greetings.
5, 4.
I didn't even get my... I didn't get my 21 HP back.
Attackers incoming.
Underway.
Defend objective
Messy, but we got it done.
Not good. Also not good.
We're outnumbered. Be advised. I don't think so.
That's neat. Yep.
Okay, my head's in the game.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Fucking weird. I definitely have had instances where reduced buffering feels better with it on and with it off. And it seems to be a thing where it goes back and forth between the two, and I have no idea why. Or else getting run over pretty hard.
Zenyatta is here.
System repaired.
You're not. This might be pre-made. They're very on top of each other.
Repositioning. Increasing altitude. Mercy on call.
Soldier's pretty accurate too. Don't know where one.
Blast it. Behind you.
Poke him! So if you guys didn't know, one of the reasons you'll see me shoot at a deflect, if you guys didn't know, deflect has a radius that's actually smaller than your explosive radius. You can hit around Genji's deflect on the ground and still do damage to him. There we go. Okay.
Moira by your side. All systems nominal. Repositioning.
Soldier 76 reporting for you.
I don't know if we can make this.
The payload has reached.
Positioning underway. We're outnumbered. Be
No, I didn't push.
I don't stay down.
Our team is getting shit on, guys.
Over there. Enemy seen. Heroes never die. Establishing aerial position. Justice reigns from above.
Line of sight.
I look after my own. Enemy here. En route.
Teammates are slow to catch up. Push back. She knew that I went backwards instead of pushing her, which is why she dashed into me, even though she didn't have line of sight on me, if you guys just saw that. Where normally, based on me pushing, you would expect me to continue pushing, which is why she dashed back in the first place. She dashed towards me, even though she didn't know that I went backwards. Got. It's very one-sided. Let's check for a pre-made. Five stack. Called that. Shit.
Guys await.
The...
Play of the game.
Didn't even do that horrible. Accuracy pretty good. So, once again, look, compare my accuracy to this game compared to the other game, even though we're getting steamrolled, a lot better. And all I did was change my reduced buffering option, flipping it on and off. That's Overwatch. It's one of the things I fought against for months, guys. I have no idea. I have no idea why this game functions the way that it does. I have to take a piss, guys, and I'm going to grab a soda. Or, water, excuse me. I'll be right back, guys. No idea. 1 second. Alrighty. Here we go. I think tomorrow, as I mentioned, we will be playing comp, but not tonight. I mentioned before, I thought that, literally when I started playing Overwatch, it's like, yeah, we're going to play comp because, you know, it feels like my aim and everything's in a pretty good spot. And then, lo and behold, issues with it again. No idea why. I don't even think that the Overwatch developers know why. Overwatch 1 did not have these problems in any way, shape, or form, guys. Overwatch 1 was pretty phenomenal in terms of performance. Overwatch 2 started doing all sorts of weird shit to the game, and aim feels like something else. If you look at, like, the launch, there's still threads of people that say they can't get their aim to feel right in the game itself. And I think capping FPS is just like putting it's a band-aid on it. I oftentimes don't have my FPS capped, even though I can. Good.
At the academy. My, did she hate it when I left dishes in the sink?
That she did.
4, 3, 2, 1. Objective advanced.
Doomfist this.
Like the rest of my HP, please. Please, healers. Still missing my HP. Probably gonna get sleep dart. Fire sleep dart.
All systems nominal. On the move.
We have a fucking Zen literally right next to me that's not healing me, so this might be a pre-made on our team. Which, depending on how they're doing things, they're just gonna be assholes and not heal me. Either they don't like me playing a certain character, or they're just being dicks. Yeah. It's gonna make things more difficult. His aim is all over the place.
Has lost the lead.
They're ahead of us. We need to make up ground. Enemy over here. Aerial positioning underway. Justice served.
Where is it? There it is.
Rains from above.
Wow, huge. Maybe our healers aren't very good. Huge ult waste. They just both popped their ults after everything was done. Wow. Oh boy.
Take cover. The tree is gone.
Well, that's a 4 a.m. game for you guys.
I wreak chaos.
Quick play 4 a.m. game.
Narrow.
Let us
It almost feels like Immortality Field should like last for like 4 seconds, not as long as it does. We have enough? We do. Almost run out of jets. Yeah, he was just sitting there. He was just like chilling. What? Maybe he was like screaming. He could have just been screaming at his monitor based on those ults going off. It could be I went from him being malicious to he might just not be very good. He might have just been screaming at his monitor while he's getting chased down. I know you do. I do too. Way out of position.
Mercy on call. Enemy here.
Moira by your side.
Baptiste, you bad guy.
This is the McCree with the aim that's literally all over the place, but hits all the shots. That might have actually been for the Doomfist.
Take it off. Up and away.
Fuck out of here.
Got the victory fever.
Justice reigns from above.
First thing that could happen there is if that Zarya escaped with 100 energy
Let's show him some air power.
and didn't get punished for it.
On the move.
I'm really feeling the heat.
Taking to
Feel my might. I'm the cream of the crop.
Oh, okay.
enemy over here.
Okay.
Repositioning.
Oh. Nope. Now he's out of place. Expect my team to push. Fisted, just late.
Time to kick some tail.
Hey.
They took the robot. We need to attack. Taking off. Terminated.
Yeah. You can't win them all.
Learn.
That's one of the problems with giving a healer an ability, because you expect them to know your positioning better than you, right? Sometimes they do. Lifeweaver, good pulls can be absolutely clutch. They can also be catastrophic.
Double heat check confirmed. Escorting the robots. On the move. Issuing an alert.
Oh, I could have done that better. Could have killed both the Zarya and the McCree.
I don't want to talk about it.
Ha 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 ha. I'm actually crying inside. Yeah.
I'm really feeling the heat.
That one earlier was kind of a little indifferent. He did it too late, but it didn't also hurt things. Good job, Dana. Okay.
The skies await. On the move. We need that robot to turn around.
First one was behind line of sight. You didn't have line of sight. And other ones you hit.
I see an enemy.
We can stop them. The odds are against
Always more to learn.
Accuracy is still looking pretty good. Can't make that in time. Oh my god, I'd win! Yeah, as it turns out, when you're not actually in a game category that anyone knows exists, which is Riftbreaker, no one watches you. Which is what I meant, which is what I said in the first place, but I wanted to play Riftbreaker, so... Yeah. Bad idea to move to Twitch at the same time as playing a new game that no one watches, so... YouTube and Facebook, like... You literally cannot find my stream unless I'm in a category with actual viewers in it. So, yeah. I mean, Riftbreaker's a lot of fun, but it's a niche game. It's a tower defense survival game against hordes of waves. Very, very fun. Very cool in my opinion, but not everyone's cup of tea. Which is why we don't do single-player games for a prolonged period of time. Because it's my guilty pleasure. It's something I really enjoy, but I know it's unsustainable as far as streaming goes, so... We will be playing Cities Skyline later this year when that releases, as well as Starfield. Even if I have 0 viewers, we'll do it like with Riftbreaker. Oh. Yeah. Where's your Baby Yoda sip? I should import it to Kick. I mean, I do enjoy Baby Yoda sip. I actually think my dialogue's more engaging with Riftbreaker than it was while playing this. Playing Overwatch. Depends on what you're after, though. I actually thought about trolling and putting drops in my title. I didn't, and I probably should, and I probably shouldn't have even said that, but... Yeah. Someone else probably has already done that, but... Because if you guys didn't know, there's actually drops on Twitch right now. But Kick doesn't have drops. When do I get my drops? Yeah. You know. Next game. McCree also might have been cheating, I don't know. That was inconclusive at the end of that. Actually, much better though. Even while we're getting shit on. Good. Alrighty. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful evening, though. Yeah, I mean, sure. Depending on what game you're streaming, some have a lot more people watching. Sometimes they only want to watch that too. Got it.
It's for a different idea I had. I just thought the view from up there would be inspirational.
Is the number one guy with someone with like 100 viewers or something? Yeah, it's not exactly Twitch. I don't mind though. That's one of the reasons we're streaming on Kick. Is because I streamed on Twitch for a decade and that didn't give me a lot of anything. So. Yeah, time to spice things up for a couple months or 6 months or maybe a year. Who knows? We'll see where things go. I kind of think that Twitch is going to be rolling back their exclusivity at some point because they're bleeding big streamers and they don't even they aren't even exclusively signed to Kick either, meaning they can stream to Twitch but they can't because Twitch doesn't allow that. Very accurate Anna and Ash. Might be cheating. The one thing you never can do, guys, no matter how good you get at video games, is see people through walls. It doesn't happen. So when people start doing that, it's usually a good sign that they're cheating. Which is what you just saw with Ash. Very accurate Anna. Pre-aim on Anna on the Torb.
Enemy here. Establishing aerial position. I see one.
Wall.
No one can get out.
Shot. Oh, my aim feels like soft. I can't hit directs anymore. Yeah, now look at my aim. Now look at my accuracy. I can't shit.
Alan, shake it off.
Stop the payload.
Four? No C4. Bridge miss.
I see one. Let's show him some air power.
Good evening, Slane. Why the fuck is... Oh, you're on Kick. I was like, why is my Twitch not, or my YouTube not showing you? Anna doesn't miss.
Health restored.
Wi-Fi. I mean, X-rays exist, right?
You better stay out of range. I don't think so.
Pretty sure this is a pre-mid. Check. So what you can do is, if you're being super sketch, is you can actually join the lobby and then you can drop the group when you're in the game. This is a 5-stack. All bet. You can join the game and then you drop your group, so if people check, they won't see you in a group even though you're still in the game with your friends. Even when you use the... Yeah, this guy's cheating. So even when you use the ability to like check groups with invite player, yeah, he's 100% cheating. Called that earlier in the match. Anna is also someone I think is cheating. We'll see if that's true. 5-stack, friends usually share cheats among each other too. So. See. Yeah. Now he's just being a dick and throwing C4 on me. It's very oppressive. Yeah. Good. Fun, fun, fun. Welcome to 4 a.m. games. Red misses.
Deuce! Shake it off.
The only reason I think he's missing is purely because of hit reg. Yeah.
Always more to learn.
Anna, very accurate as well. Just waiting for me for some reason. Yeah. There's plenty of other targets he could shot at there, and he aimed for me. Wait for respawns.
I must do better.
Hang on, team.
Wait. He shot me under the cart. Well, jumping in the air while hip firing. Good for him. Good for him. This is a complete 5-stack, and it looks like a cheat squad too. So the Anna, I'm very certain is cheating. The Ash is 100% cheating, 150% cheating. Yeah. It's when you get all the degenerates. It's degenerate hour. It's especially bad on the weekends, mainly because there's more kids. It's the only game where it seems like more people cheat on the weekends than on the weekday. Normally on the weekends you get an influx of, yeah, here's a pre-aim I mentioned earlier. Normally on the weekends you get an influx of kids, or not kids, casual players, and as such it'll actually dilute the cheaters and the hardcore players because there's more casuals hopping on. The games become easier. In this game they become worse. Much, much, much worse. We're going to take a look at the Anna. The Ash we are going to report right away. Ah. It's a burner account. It's a fucking burner. Oh, top 500 burner! Must be a smurf! No, that's a guy with a disposable account. Ah! The Plat Diamond! Who experienced exponential growth! I love these guys! I love these guys! Let's see when they just got really good. Oh! Okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, good for you. 147 games. Who was that? That was the Echo. Echo I didn't really think was cheating. Yeah, so this guy, you can basically tell when he got cheats. You can basically tell when this guy started cheating. Yeah. I'm all for personal improvement. But it's fun when you see a shitload of games in prior seasons and they weren't nearly as good. And the Anna, is this private? No, it's private. Fucking watching their origin story, their cheater origin story. 5-stack too. So let's take a look at the Anna here. Burner account. Anna unsure, but... Oh, by the way, take a look at my games tonight. Huh? What the fuck is this? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, degenerates want anything. In any way, shape, or form, they want their serotonin and dopamine. They want it. They want that shit. They deserve that shit. And they'll go to any lengths to get it, including believing that... I think people are so deluded nowadays, they actually believe that they're cheating accuracy is just how good they are. Like they're how good they are with cheating is actually how good they are as a player.
Enemy turrets down. Enemy turret.
Yeah, this guy's cheating. He just pre-fired that nade on that, was it a bridge? Yeah, so that guy's 100% cheating. He just immediately saw it at the beginning. I mean, we can even, if you guys didn't catch that, like I don't even need to watch the rest of the replay. You never, no good how you get, guys, you never become able to see through walls. You know, you can make a guesstimate, but yeah. But then almost landed exactly on top of that brig. He barely saw that brig. Did you even see the brig? Obviously, you can't get a health bar. You just see the brig.
G'day from the land of thunder.
Yeah, no, that was
Enemy turret, scrap it.
Once again, reporting people doesn't mean you ban them. I don't ban people. Blizzard bans people. This is a burner account, so that guy's most definitely cheating. Can't tell with that guy, and this guy also might have been cheating. I don't think the echo was outside the ordinary. We aren't going to spend a bunch of time looking at that, though. Let's do one more. Heard you can apply for hourly pay on Kick. Yeah, you need to have, like, there's certain criteria. Like, I need to have, like, 75 concurrent viewers or something on average, and there's a bunch of... That's not really on the radar, because I don't meet any of the criteria, so... Yeah. Maybe. That'd be great. It's one of the reasons I started streaming on Quick, is maybe I'll get paid, because I never made poverty rate on Twitch. I streamed Twitch for a decade, and I never made poverty on Twitch. Poverty meaning minimum wage poverty. Like, poverty line is when you're poor. I've always had 2 and sometimes 4 jobs, and to support myself. Get there? Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, if that works, sure. But I'm not gonna hold my breath. That'd be great.
Select your hero.
Good. So I've already been streaming on Kick for a week, and like had almost no one. We did have some viewers, but almost no one knew in the chat up until I started playing Overwatch. Visibility matters. Unless you have 20,000 people watching you, then you can play whatever game you want, and people will watch you play.
There is always room for improvement.
Good. Also, as I mentioned, my aim feels off. It felt good when we turned on reduced buffering, and then last game, once again, I couldn't hit shit again. No, we turned it back off.
Yes, affirmative.
Objective
Flying the friendly skies.
Oh, I think I wanted to buy the devil skin, because that brings all the mercies to the yard, so...
I see an enemy.
Still missing HP. That's not what I want to ping.
Barricade is pushing forward. Positioning.
What's up, Mercy? Probably gonna go for res. Reses are fucking cracked for Mercies! Oh my god.
This ends now.
I knew when she queued. I knew when she queued she was going for that. Also looks like that guy's flicking past people and then it snaps back for his rail.
Protect the robot. Incoming. I see one.
We're about to lose the lead.
Enemy here. The enemy moves. We must stop them.
It's kind of funny. They don't like the best skins. They definitely don't include in. On. I wonder if that looks great on their screen when they see their health bar just going. Stop crawling on my head. Thank you. Good.
Okay, my head's in the game.
It's not fun. I played Counter-Strike. I played Source. I played for extreme amount of time. I played Go. I streamed Go. I don't. Counter-Strike's not fun in my opinion. To be perfectly honest, like I've grown past that. Guns aren't. Gun engagement is not enjoyable. Slow-moving gameplay where you just crouch or just like pop out and stutter step. It's not. It's not fun. I don't know, like, I know it's popular, I can't do it. I don't care how many people watch this shit. Not fun. And even if Overwatch isn't having the best time in the world, it's a lot of fun in my opinion. Well, it used to be more fun, but, you know, whatever. Phases of the moon and such. Not fun, though. The gambling, I mean, people love the gambling. Me too! It's a lot less intense. I'd rather play a MOBA. I love HOTS, by the way. No one watches HOTS. HOTS is basically a dead game. Still, in my opinion, a better MOBA than either League of Legends or Dota. And a lot of fun. A lot of it has to do with engagement, constant engagement. This isn't, my personal opinion is, like, Push isn't as much fun as...
They got the robot.
Push isn't as much fun as 2CP in my opinion. 2CP is, more fighting and less walking. Push is more walking, less fighting, so it depends on what you enjoy. They even need to get rid of 2CP. Just need to maybe change it, or maybe not even that. They're just like, let's get rid of this because the kids all hate it.
The enemy is pushing their barricade.
This, Sojourn is incredibly accurate.
Enemy here.
Okay, my head's in the game. We're outnumbered. Be advised.
We cannot let them take the robot. Strike quickly and hold their movement.
I don't think so. Excellent teamwork. Just in enough.
On. Trying to make a kill room. Mercy's behind me. We have almost no heals right now.
Enemy over here. Aerial positioning.
You know,
My ultimate is ready.
Scatter.
our team's applying like no offensive pressure in any way, shape, or form.
I don't stay
Enemy
down.
here.
Sterben nicht.
Yeah, I'd say so. 2 CP forces you more into confrontation, right? So you're always basically where you need to be. Sometimes you'll see some really weird shit, where like they aren't going to the right spots.
Here. Heat check confirmed.
I can't fucking hit shots worth of shit. Uh-oh, we might actually die here. Huh!
Enemy over here.
But Sojourn?
My ultimate is almost
Yes, it is. So Sojourn, I think, is cheating, and I think she ran out of banked accuracy. If you guys don't know what banked accuracy is, basically the game stat bands, I call it banked accuracy. The game stat bands, if the accuracy climbs too high, they have to swap characters, or they get banned, or they risk getting banned, and then they cheat on the new character. Yeah. That's, Symmetra. What? I just got flicked you off screen.
returning
That's
to
also good.
battle.
Let's check for teams.
60 seconds remaining.
Randos? Apparently they're randos. Doesn't feel that way.
Out and away. We're outnumbered. Be advised.
Okay. Occasionally you get that, which was not what I was aiming for. Just waiting for the grenade.
We are about to lose the lead.
Aerial position.
Didn't fall for anything, I was checking teams.
We've lost possession of the They're almost out of time. Hold on and
Looks like he actually flicks away. When he flicks, it clicks to you and then he flicks away. He goes like this and then goes off your character.
en route.
Good. Oh, we actually won. I didn't know we won that. Okay. Good. I thought we had to push. Another thing that's not very clear is who actually needs to win. That sounds kind of silly.
Of the game.
Even though you can look at the top and look and calculate the distance, it feels like it needs to do like a sum total or something to make it more obvious who's actually winning. If you sit there and you take time to look at the little thing at the top of the screen, figure it out, that's been a kind of quip I've had with Push for a long time. Push, in my opinion, though, is just, it's a lot of downtime where you just don't do anything. You're just pushing. Oh, I don't want to do that.
Arriving at consent. Ready.
It- Actually, not super horrible. In direct's not super amazing. We didn't do bad damage-wise. No. Alright guys, I think we're going to call things here tonight, guys. I do need to get on earlier. We need to play comp. Jesus Christ, guys, look at this shit. We need to play comp. Like I said, I don't understand the aim in Overwatch, and sometimes like it'll feel great, and then all other times like all I was doing tonight was switching between that. That's when I swapped to reduce buffering. Better, and then we got worse, and I swapped back to off reduced buffering, and then it got better again. That's very good. Which match was that? Hollywood. Oh, that's where we got steamrolled too. Yeah, we got steamrolled in this match. You did well in that one. Bad either. Oh, this is with the cheating Ash and Anna with the 5-man pre-made. Yeah. Alright guys, we're going to call things here tonight, guys. As mentioned, I used to stream on Twitch, and now streaming on Kick, probably for at least, we're probably going to give this at least 6 months, a 6-month go, 3 to 6 month go, and see where we're at then. But already, you know, positive results from the community, people just showing up and talking. That's great. It is very, very difficult to do anything on Twitch anymore, so I streamed on Twitch for over a decade and decided to make a change. We are streaming on Facebook, Kick, as well as YouTube Gaming, so you can pick your poison as far as what you want to do and see where things go. I'll be able to stream on all the platforms. Since I don't have exclusivity, I just can't stream on Twitch because Twitch doesn't allow that. But we're out here for this evening, guys. If you are new to the stream, you enjoyed the bullshit, enjoyed the fun, you enjoyed all the cheaters, make sure to follow button in the top, actually down, bottom right corner. It depends on your platform. I usually stream every night from late night to early morning, GMT-6, so about 8 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time to 1 to 2 a.m., although right now that is pushed back to about 3 hours. Really depends on what's going on in my life, what's happening, etc., guys. We're out of here for this evening, guys. Tomorrow will be more Overwatch. Hopefully we will be playing comp. But yeah, intense games regardless. We're still playing against GMs and Masters, so, you know, whatever. We're out of here for this evening, guys. Thanks for watching my stream as always, and I hope you guys have a wonderfully fantastic Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Have a good day, guys.